Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Through you, I would like to release the 2016 executive budget for your review and in conjunction with the requirements of New Jersey state statutes. Just as a reminder, this is not the final budget, but a starting point that can be reviewed and amended as necessary by the Fiscal Committee and the Freeholder Board before final adoption sometime later this spring. The Fiscal Committee has already scheduled hearings on the executive budget for March 7th at Galvin Hill Golf Course and March 8th at the Union County Vo-Tech School in Scotch Plains at 5:30 p.m. The third hearing will take place on Thursday, March 17th at 5 p.m. here in the Elizabeth Administration Building. While tempered by some additional costs, this year's executive budget demonstrates Union County's continued economic growth and the success of our sound management and budgeting practices, as validated by Moody's recent determination of a AA1 bond rating. Another significant measure of Union County's economic growth is the increase in our rateable base by 2.5%, or $1.6 billion in equalized value over 2015. This is the largest increase since 2007 and our second consecutive annual increase. On a related note, the strong real estate market has resulted in an increase of more than $1 million in realty transfer fees realized through the county clerk's office. Total revenues have also continued to increase. Our Union County Emergency Medical Service, a key shared service offered by the county, brought in more than $1 million this past year, which is a 46.8% increase over 2014. The Union County Regional Dispatch, which provides services to 17 agencies throughout the county, realized over $386,000 in revenue this year. Our Parks Department also enjoyed another profitable year with revenues totaling more than $6.4 million, an increase of almost $183,000 over the previous year. A substantial part of that is due to our Division of Golf, which this year will host the annual New Jersey State Golf Association Open Championship at our Galvin Hill Golf Course. This will be the first use of a public golf course in the 96-year history of the NJSGA Open. As our county financial position has improved over the past few years, we've continued to build surplus. Over the past year alone, we boosted our surplus by 77%, from $31 million to $55 million. This increase is vital in maintaining our bond rating, which is among the highest obtainable. Citing this most recent determination, Moody's cited our improved financial position among other strengths. They also cited our manageable debt levels. Our overall debt service remained flat this year as we've taken advantage of lower interest rates. Net debt expressed as a percentage of the equalized valuation basis is 0.885%, substantially less than the maximum of 2% authorized by the state. These achievements are significant because they have occurred during a long period of fiscal turbulence in the state of New Jersey, which has experienced a record 9 credit downgrades since 2009. Overall, this year's executive budget is approximately $508 million. The budget, which meets the state cap, will increase property taxes by an average of 3.2% over last year. Among the highest revenue offsets to our budget this year is the implementation of the Speedy Trial and State Bill Reform Law, which is going into effect in New Jersey in January 2017. This unfunded mandate will require an extraordinary amount of resources, including the hire of additional sheriff's officers, prosecutors, staff, and public works employees, along with associated operating and capital costs. The county's anticipated startup cost for this program will be $1 million. That cost will increase next year to approximately $1.8 million, adding to the existing programs and services that we provide as required by state law, or for which we receive no offsetting state funds. Also, the new family court building on Cherry Street, anticipated to open by the end of the year, will also require additional county staff, totaling as much as $400,000 annually moving forward. In addition to these mandatory programs, Union County has diligently pursued opportunities to invest in community health and the economic well-being of our citizens. In particular, substantial investments in our parks and educational institutions have made Union County's quality of life one of the most highly regarded in the nation. Some highlights include expansion and renovation of our Watchung Stables, construction of the new Warnaco Park Ice Skating Center, reconstruction of historic Bryant Park in Summit, Maternal Park renovations, and the expansions of Union County College campuses in Cranford and Plainfield, and at the award-winning Union County VOTEC campus in Scotch Plains. We have also continued to budget an additional $1.5 million for the very popular continuation of the Municipal Infrastructure Grant Program, funded through revenues from the sale of Brunnels Hospital in 2014. We have doubled the amount of funding for the popular Library Grants Program from $75,000 to $150,000. This budget also funds the operations of the United Way Family Success Center at $158,000 and the We Are One New Jersey Advocacy and Naturalization Center for Immigrants at $245,000. Many of these investments above were noted by Freeholder Bergen in his reorganization speech as he announced his One County, One Community initiatives for 2016. With all these exciting plans in place, I look forward to working again with the entire Freeholder Board and our county departments in achieving another successful year in 2016. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.